Here are my people.
Surprise! How many of you would love to walk into a room filled with your closest family and friends, all there to celebrate you for a special occasion? I know I sure would. Today I'm going to explain to you how to plan and organize a simple surprise party where secretly you'll be the star of the show, even though you're all there for someone else. One of the things I love is being surprised, but I also like surprising people. So if I had the opportunity to plan a party like this, it would be a dream come true. Surprise parties can be simple or more extravagant, but today we're just going to focus on the simple side. We're going to go through some materials and steps in order for you to achieve this. First, we'll start with materials. And these are, some for decorating, some for planning, some just all in general what you would need. First off, you definitely need food. It may be a lot of food, it may be a little bit of food, but you definitely need food. Depending on how many people you're inviting, plan accordingly with your food. You will also need dishes, silverware, utensils, so you can eat that food. Decorations. Now this is something that you can either go crazy overboard with or just do the basics with you can blow up some balloons and fill them with helium and they can hang from the ceiling, or you can tie some to a mailbox, or just blow them up with oxygen and lay them on the table. Up to you. You could also use some confetti and you can throw it when the person walks in the door, or you can scatter it around the rooms. Also, just optional. Invitations. This is something you either need to buy or make, but you definitely need to send them out. And make sure you give your guests plenty of time. Gifts. This is kind of optional. It depends on the occasion that you're planning the party for. If it's a birthday or a graduation, you probably need to have gifts because they're probably expected. If it's celebrating like a family reunion or like a job promotion, probably don't need gifts. Completely optional. So next we're going to go over some steps. And there are several that you can do in order to keep things more organized and on track. First off, you definitely need to figure out the schedule of the guest of honor. That is key. You don't want to just pick a random time and hope that they show up. Plan around their schedule. Pick a venue. Now this can be wherever you want it to be. It could be at your house, at their house, at a park, at a pool, wherever you want. Pick a place, make sure everyone knows where the place is, and they all come to the same place. Very important. Next, you might want to assign people different jobs for the party. You may want to put some in charge of making food, or if you choose to have a potluck, you may want to place people in charge of making certain types of food, such as dessert or entree or sides, whatever you decide. You might also want to place somebody in charge of buying the materials, which is another step. But also make sure you have a budget. And make sure the person you assign to buy the materials knows the budget. Very important, so that they don't go over and you don't have the money to pay. Next, invitations again. But according to realsimple.com, you need to give your guests 3 weeks notice for the party. That way it's not too much time for them to spoil it for the person you're throwing it for, but it's enough time for them to put it into their schedule so they know about it. Also, another very important thing that could make this go so smoothly is find a helper or someone you can place in charge of distracting the guest of honor and making sure they arrive on time. Very important, and that is from tinyprince.com. They highly recommend you doing this. Lastly, and probably the most important, is to shout surprise as soon as they walk in the door, and they will love it. Now, let's go over what we learned. We learned how to organize and plan a simple surprise party. Now, this was just the basics, nothing too extravagant. You can definitely add more if you want. But this is just kind of a checklist to make sure you're on track and organized for the party. And it is something so simple and so easy, but it is guaranteed to make someone smile. I really hope you try throwing a surprise party for one of your friends or family. I'm sure they will love it. Surprise! Now you can throw an awesome surprise party for someone that will knock their socks off. Thank you.